Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to my daily vlog, day 4. This is not the daily vlog that I originally had in mind. I wanted to do a traditional vlog where I go to different locations and do a vlog and share my adventures with you. One second. So I wanted to do that, but it wasn't going to happen today, and I'll tell you why. Because today was tax day for me. Today was all about getting the taxes done, and doing the taxes is basically an all-day job. So I really haven't done anything today except set up my kitchen table and work on taxes. It was insane, and here we are at like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm pretty much done with taxes, and it's great. I've been at it since like 9 o'clock this morning. It was crazy. It was not fun, but it's done, and that's awesome. Now, that being said, heard an interesting story today, and the story was that, and this has nothing to do with taxes, by the way, but the story was that driverless cars are going to render us obsolete, and it's actually going to be illegal for us to drive in the future. I heard that story. And I was like, is that for real? Is that even a real thing? So I got online and I checked it out, and sure enough, check this out. Let me just share it with you. And guys, while I'm sharing this with you guys, I want you to let me know in the comment section if you have had crazy days with your taxes. Let me know in the comment section if you have had nightmarish tax days where it just was insane. It took forever, and whatever, you're still not sure if it's right. But let me know in the comment section. I'd love to hear about it. Smash that like button. Smash that like button if you know what I mean when it comes to nightmares with taxes. Anyways, check this out. Will driving a car be illegal in the future? February 2017. Will humans still drive in an autonomous future? March 7, 2017. Humans will be banned from driving within the next 25 years. October 9, 2017. Will manual driving become illegal once self-driving cars become the norm? Driving a car will soon be illegal. Will driving a car be illegal in the future? Driving a car will be illegal by 2030. How to drive in a future where driving is banned? Will driving your car be illegal by 2030? Cars you can drive will eventually be outlawed. It's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. I want to know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comment section what you think about a future where you're not allowed to drive anymore. Because to me, learning how to drive and getting your license has always been a rite of passage, right? It's always been kind of part of that transition from being a kid into being an adult, right? I think it's kind of a rite of passage, And I think it's important. I think it's important. Let me make sure I'm phrasing this right, because I don't want you guys to think I'm anti-computer or anti-artificial intelligence or anti-machine. I'm not. However, I do think that it is stupid to give up everything that we know how to do. It's almost like we are devolving ourselves. It's almost like we're getting less and less relevant by our own hand. You know what I mean? I mean, when I was a kid, I wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and I practiced and I practiced and I practiced, and I worked at it. And with sacrifice, I sacrificed my time, and with sacrifice and hard work, I became really good at playing the guitar, and I became really good at writing songs, but it was time and craft and sacrificing, right? And I became better at this, right? Much later, when I wanted to become an internet marketer, I spent much time and much practice just, getting better at my craft. And with that sacrifice, I got good at that. Right? But see, I think that it works the other way too. There's a cost to everything. The cost to get better at something is time, right? And sacrifice and dedication, right? That's what it takes to get better at something, you know. So what does it take to get worse at something, right? A lack of time, a lack of practice, but not a lack of sacrifice. You're still going to sacrifice. You're going to sacrifice that which you are good at for the sake of what? Convenience, right? So we're going to sacrifice being able to spell. We're going to sacrifice being able to remember anything, right? Because we have computers to spell things for us now. We have computers to remember everything for us now. And in the future, I suppose, in 20 or 30 years, maybe even less time than that, we'll have cars to drive for us. So we won't even be able to drive. It'll be illegal for us to drive because the world, society, is going to trust the machines to drive better than we're going to trust each other to drive. Now, I'm sorry, my friends, but I think we're lost when we get to a place like that. When we trust the machine to drive more than us, I mean, what are we not going to trust the machine to do? Why don't we just trust the machine to run the whole world? Why don't we trust the machine to run the government? Why don't we trust the machine to be the mayor? Why don't we trust the machine to be the boss? I mean, what is it? Are we just going to be a society of, human slaves working for a bunch of computers? I mean, it's nonsense. Who made who? You know what I'm saying? It's absolute nonsense. People have the argument that, driverless cars are going to be safer. It's going to be much less accidents. It's going to be much less this, much less that. You know what it's going to be? It's just going to be a bunch of money in a few people's pockets. That's what it's going to be. A bunch of money in a few people's pockets. Some people are going to get rich. The rich are going to get richer. The poor are going to get poorer. And as society, we're going to devolve and get dumber. Just one more valuable skill that we're not going to know how to do. I tell you what, 100 years ago, I bet our ancestors would laugh at us. They would absolutely laugh at how much we don't know how to do now. We don't know how to get our own food. We don't know how to make our own shelter. We don't know how to survive on our own. We wouldn't know the first thing to do, When we want to eat, we go to the grocery store, or we go to the fast food restaurant. That's it. Most of us don't even know how to cook for ourselves anymore. All we know how to do is roll up to a window and get handed a sack with food in it. Never mind that it's probably poisoning us because it's not good for us. We don't know how to survive anymore by ourselves, And now I read these articles 25 years from now, we're going to be banned from driving. We're not even going to be able to drive. So what is the rite of passage for a teenager if they don't get to learn how to drive? How do you, I was reading an article just the other day that, scientists were saying, experts were saying that, they think the new coming of age shouldn't be 18 anymore. They think that puberty and adolescence shouldn't really be over till about 24 or 25. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why? Why? Because our kids don't have to do anything anymore? Back in the day, kids were probably killing bears by the time they were 15. They were going out on hunts to, learn how to get meat for the family, Now our kids aren't even going to be able to drive in the future. It's what is happening, You go to the grocery store, they got, checkout tellers that are computers, self-checkout. 10 years from now, probably 5 years from now, it'll all be self-checkout. There won't even be any people checking you out. You're going to go to the grocery store, it's all going to be automatic. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be an isolated, lonely place. I don't like the idea of it. I think maybe we need to take a step backwards. I think maybe we need to, just slow down with all this technology a little bit. I mean, maybe we don't need all this convenience. That's what I think. I don't know. I'm done babbling. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll be back tomorrow for day 5. Peace, everybody.